Yo, Meek Mill album is very good.
Charlemagne's hating on Meek Mill's album.
He really is. Charlemagne is hating on Meek Mill's album.
I like Meek's album.
No, you said you said it was eh.
You went to the Drake
No,
concert.
I said it was decent. Like, you got like 4 records on there I really, really like. The only reason I give Meek Mill an is because when Meek Mill is being like very introspective and he's like really detailing his life, like Shine, I love it. When he's doing like stuff like Tony's Story, that's dope. But after a while, all that money talk gets redundant, man. Like, and I get it. You know, you're a kid from the hood who was poor and disenfranchised, and now you got money, so you celebrating it. But after a while, that money talk gets redundant, man.
I mean, the flow is redundant. Like, he's been riding that flow for the last 10 years. Like
the versatility.
Yeah, we need a new flow from him. It's fun and it's exciting on certain tracks, but the flow is definitely getting old. But that song with fucking Tory Lanez, dude, Liddy is incredible. Shine, dope song. Blue Note.
Shine is
jazz
dope.
shit
Blue Note
with
is
the
dope.
guitar.
Blue Note is dope.
I don't know if you guys can talk about this because, like, you know, same podcast family and stuff like that. Did you guys hear him with Tax?
Of course.
I haven't heard it yet.
Never heard it. I listened to it on the way over. Charlemagne, what you thought?
I thought it was a solid interview. I mean, of course, there's a few things I would have challenged them on, only because I feel like, you know, like Meek started the whole situation with Drake. Like, a lot of things that he said as far as like with social media, when he was like, you know, people on social media, they say things, blah blah blah. Like he was one of those guys, you know, like he was one of those guys who would go on these Twitter rants, and it just so happened that, you know, Drake came back at him. And it's not even that Meek and Drake situation is not complicated. Meek said something, Drake responded with music. The music was dope. Meek didn't respond. Meek lost the battle. Simple as that. And then the internet jumped all over him and did the memes and all that other kind of crazy stuff. But Meek still got fans. But I mean, I like what Meek represents. I like what he stands for. I like the fact that he holds his team down. I like the fact that he cares about his community, that he cares about his hood, that he cares about putting real information in these kids' heads. Like, I like a lot of the things he stands on. I do.
Yeah, I think that there's a little bit of hypocrisy in it that's kind of annoying for me. You know, like Meek is talking about shooting people and got fucking guns and all this shit, and then he drops a conscious line like, "But the police at war with us," and it's like, have you listened to your album?
I ain't gonna front. The hardest thing he said in that Tax interview to me was when he said that God took Beanie Siegel's voice from him. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that was hard. That was hard. That was fucking...
He gave Beanie a bar.
Yeah.
Like, Beanie, like that right there was a back-to-back of a bar.
He said a couple of things that I was fucking with. One thing that he said was like, you know, when people were coming at him, listen, you get a guy on and you let him talk, you're going to find some things that you agree with them. You know, just going to sound like a human being. Like, it doesn't really sound like a human being when you're rapping, shouting on the mic, but if you let a guy talk, he's going to sound like a human being. He said people were making fun of him about the Nicki Minaj situation, about just kind of like being subservient to her or whatever you would say about that. And he was like, I really don't understand that. Like, where I'm from, that's kind of what you wanted.
That's
like,
what we all want.
Like,
come on, man.
He was like, no, I get it. He's like, how is that bad? He goes, I got one of the baddest chicks. She making $450,000 a show. I'm making $100,000. What you want me to be like with some starlet, some Instagram chick or something like that?
I'm not mad at that. I agree with him 100%.
100%. I agree with that. He's like, how is it wrong that, like, how is it bad? Like, that shows you.
Yeah.
And this is what he said. He goes, that shows you that a lot of y'all like grew up in some type of suburban type of situation where you never really dreamed. Like, if you dream of having a chick like a Beyonce or something like that.
How many sketches and jokes have been made about people wanting to get with Oprah so they could be a kept man?
Yeah, he got with Oprah. Who's skinny and got a fat ass.
Word up. Meek got him a in shape Oprah.
But exactly.
Literally.
But the whole world, when Drake dropped those bars, was like, oh, he dating a chick that's more on than him, that's better than him. You know who else is dating a chick that's more on than him? Jay-Z. Jay-Z is dating a chick that's more on than him. Now, she ain't as much more on as Nicki is.
Jay-Z is cheating on a chick that's more on than him. That's fucking ballsy right there. I don't know if Meek's got his dick out in other girls in Philadelphia.
Meek can't do that, man.
Yeah, you can't. You're not on Jay's level to cheat yet.
Meek can't do that, man. Like, Meek texting 10, 15 times a day.
If you get to Dream Chasers 8, maybe you can get some pussy on the side.
But you know.